A man travels on the metro, often looking back and then putting up his hood. A few stops later, another man boards and stands next to him. The man in the hood gets off at the next station and walks away quickly, but the other man follows and grabs his arm. I heard an argument, but can't remember exactly what they were talking about. In the end, I just heard that the man in the hood was traveling without a ticket and was fined for it. Then I woke up. A few days later, while traveling to work on the metro and listening to music, two men entered through the door, and a few seconds later they announced, "Ticket inspection, please show your tickets." I took out my wallet and handed over my annual pass, but the man looked at it and said, "This expired 2 months ago." Unlike in my dream, I didn't run away. I received the fine and even paid it later that afternoon. However, I found my dream quite strange. I thought there could be two possibilities. 1, coincidence. 2, perhaps a few months earlier, I had seen my pass was about to expire. Maybe my subconscious stored this information and tried to communicate it to me, regardless. Afterwards, I tried to read more books and articles about dreams. Now I will present 6 interesting facts about them. 1. Nearly everyone dreams about similar things. The first book on dream interpretation was written in Egypt 6,000 years ago, and since then, thousands more have followed. However, experts say there is no scientific proof that any of these are truthful. It's a fact that there are universal dream patterns, such as being chased, falling, losing teeth, flying, and of course sex. But what these dreams convey from our subconscious is something only we can decipher for ourselves. 2. The most common nightmare being cheated on or betrayed. A study involving 5,000 participants revealed that the most frequent nightmare people have is that their partner is unfaithful to them or their friend betrays them. This is completely independent of reality, even of whether they are currently in a relationship. Therefore, it's not about our subconscious piecing together subtle signs. Like most dreams, this should be interpreted symbolically. It represents everyone's fear of being alone and deceived, symbolized by cheating or betrayal. 3. Blind people also dream. After analyzing reports, it was discovered that people who have been blind since birth experience dreams that are much richer in stimuli than those of any sighted person. True, they do not see images, as their brains have never been exposed to such stimuli, not even light. However, they are capable of dreaming up such a strange mix of smells, tastes, and sounds that a sighted person is likely incapable of. The likelihood of experiencing nightmares is also much higher. Common themes include falling, feeling lost or abandoned. Researchers explain this by the daily frustrations arising from blindness. The dreams of people who became blind early in their lives also differ significantly from ours. They mostly report experiences of colors and patterns. Concrete objects do not appear in their dreams, but dreams based on visual stimuli are more common for them. Additionally, the sharpening of their other senses and the variability of their dreams are also prominent. 4. There are more nightmares than fairy tales. The most common emotions we feel in our dreams are anger, fear, and sadness. Perhaps this is because these are the emotions we must process. It's no coincidence that the brain starts with these at night. As we fall asleep, we dream approximately every 90 minutes. The first dream is the shortest, barely 5 minutes, but it's during this time that we experience our most intense emotions and are most likely to see nightmares. Later in the night, our dreams become longer, potentially lasting up to 45 minutes just before waking up. This is the most beautiful, pleasant dream, likely because by then, we have managed to process most of our negative feelings and tune in to the start of a new day. 5. Everyone can control their dreams. There are some who experience more nightmares than average, such as those suffering from post-traumatic stress, including soldiers and victims of crime. It was during their treatment that scientists discovered we can learn to control our dreams. With proper techniques and ample practice, anyone can learn how to master a situation in a dream and overcome or even eliminate the monsters that appear there. The most important step is to recognize that it is a dream and not reality. It can be helpful to remember that we cannot read in our dreams, nor can we tell the time by looking at a clock. Another useful technique is to wear a bracelet before going to sleep. If it's not present in the dream, it can help us realize that we are dreaming. After this realization, it becomes much easier to take control over our dreams. Interestingly, this seems to be easier for those who regularly play video games, as they are accustomed to transitioning into an alternative reality that they control while awake. 6. Black and white dreams. Approximately 12% of people dream in black and white, but this wasn't always the case. Before the invention of film, everyone dreamed in color. However, the projected image became so dominant in our lives that the majority of the older generation still cannot escape from it. But it seems that this era is gradually coming to an end. Today, only about 5% of young people dream in black and white, and this number is continuously decreasing, just as black and white films are slowly going out of fashion. Have you ever had dreams that, in a strange way, actually came true later on? Write about it in the comments, and don't forget to watch my other videos.